Welcome back to my channel. This evening I'm working with some chandelier earrings that I fashioned out of copper that I got from the hardware store. And let's see, I'm going to be working with these beads, these glass beads right here, and these wood beads. I'm not quite sure what my pattern is going to be, so I'm just going to be working with these pieces right here. The two tools, other than my hands and mine, I'm going to be working with are these types of pliers right here. They are magnetic, just so you know. They're beneficial in that way as well, I found. And I appreciate that. My mom left me those as a part of my inheritance. I appreciate those tools. May I be able to pass those down. Anyway, this isn't a hobby for me. I can't say my people are, this is the ways of my people. As far as this whole, let me see, I should be getting them over here so you all can see what I'm doing. I'm doing these glass beads right here. My mom said I've been sewing since the age of 4 and drawing since the age of 2. And she herself was a magnificent artisan, and I heard, or it's been said, that my biological father also is very talented when it comes to the arts. So it's just, as I say, it's just the ways of my people to be about that. So now, I'm looking to figure out what is going to be my pattern. I'm not quite sure what I'm going with because I only got 4 of these on here, and it's not like I couldn't add more to these as far as dangles. And when I think about it, I think I might go ahead and add some more. Now y'all gonna see one of my little workstations, portable workstation situation. But it looked like I might have to get up. So I'm gonna go ahead and pause this. Yeah. I guess I should take those out. Had the earbud in there. I ought to have the microphone on here, but right now I forget where my mic is at. Anyway, I'm gonna actually add some more dangles from it. I'm calling them dangles. I'm sure there's some kind of technical term, and you will let me know in the comments, I'm sure. But anyway, so like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and add some more. So when I look at this, where do I see this going? I'm thinking teardrop, or not teardrop, but yeah, going down into a point, if you will. So definitely adding one to the middle one. Well, that's not a middle one, but it's just so spaced out on that one. So adding maybe those ones in the middle. No, because that one's so spaced out. I put one in there as well. So I might as well just simply put it 2 on each. So 2 on each. Okay, so we're going to go with that. Putting on 2 on each. So with doing that, what I will be doing is opening the finding like so. And continue on doing that all the way through. would say, why don't you just open all of them at one time? So, always looking for ways to get things done in a more expedient fashion. So, different things. Like if I'm doing something for the first time, and then if I like what it is that I've done and I continue to do it, then I find most efficient ways to get things done. And that's how I decide to make my tutorial. To assist others with their expressing their uniqueness. I really do enjoy assisting you all in doing that. That's why I like making these products, making these items, making these adornments. I really do. And I do desire to be compensated not only by you having that which is uniquely you, because I do one-of-a-kind pieces. Not saying that I can't duplicate pieces. And there's a few things, in my catalog that has been, yeah, but for the most part, not with exact things like the same color or something like, but this just the same style design, that thing. That's what I mean by duplicated. Because basically a skirt's a skirt, a shirt's a skirt, pants is pants, that type thing. But once you get past that, you have your take on it, your flair. I don't have a problem with whatever you wear, to be real with you. I mean, if it's vulgar, then okay, it's vulgar, but you have a right to wear it. And you have a right to wear it without being harassed. I mean, if a person wished to wear a white pointed hood over their head and covering their face with, that said hood, so be it. If that's the practice of their organization, hey, to each his own. Why should I have an issue with that? Because you have the right to express yourself the way you see fit. I mean, may your expression not cause harm and damage to another, because then that's some whole other type thing. But outside of that, just expressing your uniqueness, that's what we have come here to do. Apportionment, a part of it, we came here for an experience. And you're going to continue to have that. So I'm more or less on the desired frequency of choosing what my experience is, expression is. I'm not saying that I control or I'm some narcissistic individual with delusionments of grandeur, but nonetheless, I like to think if I'm not mistaken, I'm the author of my story, and that being known, I don't desire to write suffering and misery and hell into my story. And I would hope you can understand what I mean. So that's why I enjoy making things. And my hand's been up here this whole time and not even putting it where you all can see what I'm doing. I guess that's where editing come in at, and I would edit all that out. Okay, so, I got one more to put in place. And now do keep in mind, the more of these pieces that you add, the heavier the tend to be, you're making the earring in and of itself. Just keep that in mind. Some people's lobes are very sensitive, and then you got some lobes that are rough riders. It just depends. But hopefully you're making pieces that are finding great homes. That's the way I look at it. I like to know that my things, my wares, are finding great homes, assisting others and expressing themselves and be a functioning part of their their lives, their experience. That's what a part of the intent of these. And I did it again. My hands all up here. I'm so used to working. I got to get used to working with my hands down here. So what I'm going to do is, no, I'm going to let it play. Hopefully you stick with me. Alright, so again, I desire to have a design such as, and this is where a marker comes into play. But see, it's already got that kind of a, I was picking things up and I need to leave them down. I keep telling myself I need to leave it down. Okay, did I put, okay, no, that's over there. So that's 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we're going to run these together like so. Alright. Alright, now. Is it a little longer? Because that's what I'm looking at. I'm like, okay, that. And again, like I said, I guess I can cut them like so. And I am. So I'm going to need a cutter. So I'm going to go with these right here. They're pretty decent. I like them. So. Okay. So. That's how much I'm taking off on each end. That much. And it's easy to do because these are flat heads. So right there at the head, I don't have to worry about too much of it, yeah, being gone off. Or not being level, if you will. And definitely make sure that you're working with the outside one, because if not, then guess what? It's going to be an awkward cut. And you just have to be creative and cut it again, is all. Okay, I'm putting my finger over top of it too, because you don't wish for these little pieces to go flying off, especially if you don't have any safety glasses on, which you ought to wear safety glasses when you're doing this type of work, but let's be real, most of us do not, you know, and we've made it through, but safety first. You wear your safety goggles. I mean, I do have some right here on the table, but they're not just safety. I mean, they're safety because I need them to see in instances when I'm working with smaller materials. So, alright, now, so I got that going on, and now it's a matter of what am I looking to see in here? Am I looking to do a bead, or better yet, the cylinder over here, and then a succession of colors. Let's get these tools out the way for now. Don't really need those in the scene. And then just go with the cylinder. And you just pick, you know what I'm saying, you shucking beads like you would if you were doing any other beading project. So I'm going to put 3 there. And, well, nope, I think I could put more there. Let's see, that was 4 and 5. Let's go with 5. Oh, no, we're going to have to go with 4 and then a wood bead. And we're going to loop that off. I like to use these rounders to loop it off. And, yeah, well, maybe we could get one. No, we're going to loop it off right there. We're going to leave that as is. We're going to loop it off. And one thing about these loops, also give you opportunity to add things like feathers to the end of it as well. Gives you the opportunity. So we're going to continue on, and we're going to just add more beads as we go along to make a certain like V, or what they call it, chevron shape, something to that effect. Okay, so I'm going to just add some more beads. So now that was a 4 count. This is going to be probably like a 5 or 6 count. That was a 1, 2, 3, 5, 5, 6, and then go with the wood bead. We can go with 7. Add another bead. Go with 7, and there. And a wood bead. And again, wrap it on off. We want to keep this going. Yep. There we go. There. Okay. We'll go to our next one. And yeah. So that one was a 7 count. Let's see what we get with this one. We got a 1, 2, 3. I'm tracing it down. Yeah, I could easily just leave it alone and go to the next one. But see, this one got a little like divot thing in it. So you can't even use that one. So we just put that off to the side and go ahead and shuck another one now. So that's 3. I'm going to put a lighter color on that one just to break that up. So, okay. Now, I'm in my mind saying, okay, do I put a wood bead in here now just to, mix that up? And that's how you get creative. That's how you bring it out here. And you're making this for a special somebody, And I am. I'm going to do it like that with this one. And I'm going to add, let's see, probably another 2 or 3 at the bottom. 1, 2, 3. And wooden bead. Nope, you had 4 down there. So 4. And a wooden bead. Bing. Done. I think I'm going to like that. So, and just go with it. Yep, just go with it. Oh, let's just squeeze that too tight, because then you let the wood bead off of your creation. You don't desire that. So you need that to be a little wider. A little wider. Oh, there I go, lifting my hands again. Because I'm trying to see what I'm doing. Because remember, I'm making on the fly. Even though I've been making these for a couple days now. And see, that's trying to come off of there. And I'm like, nope, I'm not going to let that be like that. Because that's one thing you don't desire is for your product or your wares to be out there and they fail. Now, that's something that does happen. That's just a part of creation, especially when you're using certain materials like clay. Clay items are to be handled with care, some people hold things like works from Leonardo da Vinci to be sacred and to be handled with care. And that would, if you know art, you should take that into account for any artisan's work. If it's not built for that type of roughness, if you will, then I wouldn't subject the thing to it and then complain about so-called quality. That's not the case. If a thing is fragile, it's fragile. And yeah. So yeah, I like these. These are cute. These are definitely cute, different. So, and give you an opportunity to wear the copper with also wood and glass, which is a mineral, which is a, uh, and that's you rock in the elements really, or a lot of earth and elements. I'll say it like that, earth and elements. So this one is in the same region as that one, so it's probably the same amount. So with 3, 1, 2, 3, little 1, and another 4, 1, 2, 3. Huh. I don't know about that 4th one, unless I find a real thin one. 4. And then go with the dot. Oh, that's not going to be too much room. Look at there. See what happened? Up, then again, I'm able to move my hand. So, I be forgetting about that part. Oh, nope, that ain't the one. We're going with these ones. And we're going to twist that around like so. And we're going to give it just a tiny squeeze. Just a tiny squeeze. You don't wish for your wood bead to come off. Yeah, so that's nice and secure. And continue on. So that's how that goes. Here we have one done. Not completely. And now I gotta get ready and complete the second one. There. Second beads are it's a tranquil activity. Hmm. So this is the last one. I need 4 glass beads. 2, 3, and 4. And one final wood bead there. Do a simple fold that way. And then twist around. And yeah. Pretty secure. Keep that bead on there like so. So now that's that's a done piece. Or a done set, should I say. So now I can open this up and make that feed through there. Close that back off like so. Make sure it's flat. Make sure it to be scraping against your air. That's where these ones come into play. Right here. There we go. There. And these right here, you can make your own earring loopers. Or you can use a tool such as, let's see, this bright light in my face, I'm unable to see my box very well.